Hello, everybody, all our friends and neighbors across Riverside County. My name is Pep Fernandez, and welcome to the Riverside County Board Brief as we give you a brief look at what happened during today's Riverside County Board of Supervisors meeting. Now, throughout the month of April, we've been talking a lot about volunteers, and we will also have a special video a little bit later in the month highlighting volunteers in all 5 districts here in Riverside County. But first things first, let's go to a piece of video from earlier today during the Board of Supervisors meeting as volunteers were recognized by several different departments across the county, including the Emergency Management Department, Animal Services, Community Action Partnership, the Fire Department as well. Chief Bill Weiser from Fire was not here. He was on special assignment up in Sacramento, but he did talk about the volunteer that they would like to recognize. That is Jay Sadler, who did a ton, as you're about to hear, for Riverside County Fire, including photography, driving heavy machinery, all kinds of good stuff. Here is Chief Weiser talking more about his Volunteer of the Year.
On behalf of the Riverside County Fire Department, I want to congratulate Jay Sadler as our Volunteer of the Year for 2021. Jay volunteers as a photographer, mobile equipment communications technician, water tender operator. In our automotive shop, he drives heavy equipment to and from vendors for repairs. In 2021, Jay donated over 900 hours to our department and the citizens of Riverside County. Jay, thank you for your involvement in our Volunteer Reserve Program, to assisting picking up and delivering thousands of toys for our communities during the Spark of Love toy program. I am truly proud of your selfless dedication. Congratulations, Jay, on this achievement as County Fire Volunteer of the Year. You always go above and beyond, and I could not be prouder to have you on our team. Again, thank you and congratulations, Jay.
All right, thank you, Chief Weiser, and a great job, Jay, for so much you do here in Riverside County, and to all of the volunteers recognized. Now, we also had a special presentation for National Crime Victims' Rights Week. Joining us from the District Attorney's Office is Melissa Donaldson. And Melissa, first off, if folks out there are watching this and they're not familiar with, Crime Victims' Rights Week, what exactly is that?
It's actually a week in the month of April every year since 1981 to highlight that victims have rights within the criminal justice system. Many people forget that victims have many rights when it comes to their cases when they go to court.
We had a special message from Mike Hestrin as well during the Board of Supervisors meeting. And to kind of echo what he said, what are some of the big takeaways that you hope people who are watching the Board of Supervisors meeting, or maybe the message from our DA, what are some of the things that you're hoping folks will take away from that?
Well, I hope that they realize that they have rights when they are victims of a crime, and that they can call our office and specifically ask for the Division of Victim Services, which I always say we're the best kept secret. Yeah. But we work as part of the prosecution team, but we're there just to serve the victims of crime and help them navigate the criminal justice system.
And finally, Melissa, I think you guys have some special events planned, right, as well for the public?
We do. The actual week, we usually get together in community events, and we have vigils across the county, but at the end of the pandemic, and it takes us months to plan, we had to go virtual again this year. So every day of the week, starting on the 24th, we have different events. The first night is a welcome from myself and DA Hestrin, and each night after we have an event that we hope the community logs on to look at and hear. Following with the last day is when we read all the victims' names who have died by crime, and their names are etched in our memorial wall so that the families can come by and see their loved ones' names.
Oh, very good. Melissa, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's Melissa Donaldson from the DA's office. Now let's go to another piece of video from earlier today. It has to do with ARPA funds. We've been talking a lot about the American Rescue Plan Act funds and more funds going back into our community here. This one specifically for a 12 unit, including 24 beds, for transition age youth and homeless families in the city of Moreno Valley. There's Mike Walsh from Housing and Workforce Solutions joining us during the Board of Supervisors meeting, talking more about, again, these ARPA funds going right back into our local community and helping those who might be experiencing homelessness, especially those who are younger and those that are in a family group. Here is Mike Walsh.
Well, we look at the data our homeless populations look differently in different areas, and around the city of Moreno Valley, in that sector of the county, has a larger homeless population of families than, and also of transition age youth in other parts. And we're making an investment of our ARPA dollars into this project to assist with the acquisition. This has been a project that we've been talking with Sigma Beta Psi for over a year, talking to them about Project Home Key and those sort of things, and working with how do we build up there, because they're a strong service provider nonprofit, how do we provide them with the additional technical assistance to tackle something like this? And we're at a point where we can acquire the property and turn these units on at a really affordable rate on a per unit basis. So we're happy to bring this forward to the board.
Mike Walsh, everybody. And finally here on the board brief, short-term rentals has been a hot topic here in Riverside County and a lot of places. John Hildebrand, the planning director for the county of Riverside, addressed the board as he approached with a new agreement for a management company for short-term rentals. Here is not only John Hildebrand, but also Supervisor Chuck Washington, a little back and forth on why this is important and what those who have short-term rentals can expect.
Owner of the short-term rental, really, like any other business, should take responsibility for what happens at their business. And so I think combination of getting them registered, creating a better funding source to manage the entire industry, and then beefing up code enforcement is going to be a better solution for us long-term. Would you agree?
Supervisor, exactly that. The county is taking a very proactive and holistic approach to establishing a brand new program for short-term rentals. It does include bringing on a larger scaled management company, Decker, which we've done already. It also includes updating all the provisions in our short-term rental ordinance to comprehensively address all of these issues. And thirdly, beefing up our enforcement side of it. The SET team, or Special Enforcement Team, is being put together right now. There will eventually be a 24/7 call center to address in real time these party houses and other issues related to short-term rentals in the evening hours and on the weekend.
And again, that's John Hildebrand, the planning director for the county of Riverside. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of the board brief. We appreciate you tuning in each and every time we have a Board of Supervisors meeting here in Riverside County. My name is Pep Fernandez, and we'll see you next time.